Hello everyone, it is so good to see you, and it is so good to see Pokemon, because just a moment ago we discovered that a curious title, a pair of titles appeared on the eShop, and if we go under coming soon, we're going to see if it's still available. I do believe it still is here. We have, look at that, we have a pre-order available for FireRed and LeafGreen. This is not on the NSO, these are separate titles. They are also divided by languages as well. If we take a look here, we have FireRed. Here it is. Gen 1 is coming to the eShop for $20 US. That is quite a lot. I don't believe this was meant to show right now. I don't know why this is showing at this present moment, but if we look down here, set off on a grand adventure to become the Pokemon League champion now on Nintendo Switch. Celebrate 30 years of Pokemon with this Nintendo Switch version of the Pokemon FireRed version, originally released on the Game Boy Advance system. Explore the Kanto region, discover wild Pokemon around every corner, and aim to complete your Pokedex as you battle your way to success. And yes, just as this was rumored, these are going to be standalone titles apart from the NSO. And it looks like support for Pokemon Home is not going to be available right away, but it will be coming soon. It also states here that this digital exclusive contains the Sevii Islands, where even more Pokemon await. You can also visit the Pokemon Wireless Club to trade, battle, and chat with other players via local wireless. Now, I have to wonder if this is going to have all the aspects of the Sevii Islands available. I had to look this up real quick. Thank you, Bulbapedia, for being here in my time of need. In FireRed and LeafGreen, the Sevii Islands are accessible from Vermilion Harbor via a system of boats called the Sea Gallop Ferries. To be able to access 1, 2, and 3 islands, one needs a Tri-Pass received from Celio after defeating Blaine on Cinnabar Island. To be able to access 4, 5, 6, and 7 islands, one needs a Rainbow Pass received from Celio in 1 island after entering the Hall of Fame and obtaining the National Pokedex. To be able to access Naval Rock, one needs a Mystic ticket, and to be able to access Birth Island, one needs an Aurora ticket, both which can be attained promotionally with Mystery Gift. Now, these Mystery Gift exclusive items normally wouldn't be available to us in this day and age, as you needed special means of connection for any kind of Mystery Gift. I imagine this is going to be very much like the Celebi event in Pokemon Crystal for the 3DS, in which that event was just already pre-installed in the game. I imagine once you reach a certain point, these items are just going to be available from the get-go. There's no reason not to just have them, just like with the Celebi events. FireRed and LeafGreen will have Nintendo Switch 2 compatibility, also consistent with Nintendo Switch. It is going to be a 40 megabyte title. The game supports from 2 to 5 players. I imagine these are like the lobbies that you can get together and trade and do battle with other players. But there's no wireless support. It's only local wireless. That means if you want to trade Pokemon, much like with the 3DS version, because these are separate and they're not like actually NSO titles in which you can connect wirelessly through the internet, you're not going to be able to trade with people unless you are local. That's a bit unfortunate. This does mean that we're very likely not going to be seeing the original releases of Red, Blue, Yellow, Green. We might not even see Gold and Silver and Crystal at any point. You have to wonder if they're going to be doing the remakes of those as well, but that would also mean DS implementation. And if you take a peek at the estimated release date, it is in fact February 27th, 2026, which is Pokemon Day. So this is probably planned to be a shadow drop after or during Pokemon Presents. $20 though? That's a steep price for a Game Boy Advance game from several years ago. But I mean, the Pokemon Company probably knows that we will in fact spend money, that much money, for a Pokemon game of Gen 1. So what else can we say about it, honestly? And I have to wonder if we're eventually going to be getting even more of these releases in the future. For example, Heart Gold and Soul Silver for the DS. Are those going to be even more expensive? Could we be looking at $30 DS games in the year 2026 and beyond? It's highly possible. It's so strange that these are all just individually divided by language. Like, in this day and age, if you buy one in English, shouldn't you be able to buy the others as well, since you already own the ROM? It's replicating how it was back in the day, but it's just really silly to look at it like this. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we are going to be getting Pokemon Gen 1 on the Nintendo Switch. I wish it was half this price, but no, this is exactly what a lot of us have been waiting for and expecting for a very long time. Probably not this version exactly, but honestly, I wouldn't go back to the original Gen 1 titles as much as I would FireRed and LeafGreen, which have a bit more of a modernized take and approach to Pokemon these days. But that is all the news we've got on Pokemon for now. Please stay tuned to GVG for even more updates as we follow this up, as we are pretty sure that this page is going to be taken down until Pokemon Presents, which we are going to be reacting to next week. So stay tuned if you want to see more of this in the days to come. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching, and take care of yourselves. Till we meet again.